You're watching Weathering the Storm, your local weather authority's special report.
Seeing how far technology has come in such a short period of time is truly amazing. But there is always room for improvements, and one technological advance is now helping National Weather Service meteorologists.
During severe weather, meteorologists now have some added security. MRMS, or Multiple Radar Multiple Sensor. It's a new forecasting tool that combines multiple radars to make one image. It incorporates satellite radar, rainfall estimates, and lightning data into one workable format.
It takes all those things and starts manipulating the program, takes them and makes it into a package that will give us more real-time, every 2-minute update decision-making tool.
Those quicker updates can mean the difference between life and death.
Now that it's out in the field, it can help save lives. We can get information and warnings out to the people on a much more timely basis.
Because during severe weather, time is limited and people's lives are at stake. NWS meteorologists will take anything that helps save time.
You don't have to think as hard on your own. You've got that tool to just kind of take all that data, make it into a nice package that you can just look at real quickly.
Meteorologists agree that lead time is critical in severe weather situations.
In addition to MRMS, the folks at the National Weather Service are already putting another new forecast tool to great use. More on that a little later in the show. Chris.
Thanks, Lauren. Now, every second counts during severe weather, not just when you're at home listening to updates, but for the meteorologist too. Now, faster information means quicker decisions. Meteorologist Rachael Kaye visited the National Weather Service office in Lincoln to learn more about the latest updates to the radar system.
We're always excited to have more data. If we can get more data in a quicker period of time, that's just going to make our job that much better.
Chris Miller is the Warning Coordination Meteorologist in Lincoln, the Weather Service office that issues warnings for most of central Illinois.
Sometimes we get tornadoes and thunderstorms like ones that we had back in the middle of March in Peoria County, where they developed so quickly that by the time we got the warning out, when it first touched down, there was only a couple of minutes notice.
When it comes to issuing a warning, a lot of the information comes from radar scans. Can we see evidence of rotation near the ground?
Right now, the way it works is our radar will scan around at different angles to give us the three-dimensional picture of the storm.
The full scanning process can take anywhere from 4 to 10 minutes. That's a long time to wait when you're talking about storms that can cross miles in the same amount of time.
The most important part of the radar scan is that lowest scan, and it only does that once about every 4 minutes or so in one of our fastest modes. But SAILS will allow us to get these every 90 seconds.
SAILS, or Supplemental Adaptive Intravolume Low-Level Scan, means that in the middle of its rotation, the radar beam will drop back down to the lowest level and do a surface scan before continuing higher up in the storm.
That's critical for us because down in the lowest scan, that's where everything's occurring as far as our rotations and storms. Are they descending down before a tornado develops?
For the past 2 summers, the Lincoln radar site has had 2.5-minute updates thanks to SAILS technology. At the end of April, it will be increased to every minute and a half.
Getting that information here at the beginning of the peak of our severe weather season, it's a perfect time to get that, and we're excited to apply that right away. That extra 2.5 minutes is going to give us so much more data to be able to analyze the storm, to not only get out warnings quicker, but in those cases where storms are weakening, and then it could be the decision of, well, now I'm not going to put a warning out for that, so we're not having as many false alarms as well.
That was meteorologist Rachael Kaye reporting. The SAILS surface updates are typically only turned on during severe weather events. It's controlled from the National Weather Service office in Lincoln, and it's activated with the click of a button.
When we come back, we answer one of the questions we get a lot. Why do you constantly cut into programming? Stay with us. There's more ahead.